In my last video, I gave a quick introduction to Claude Design. Now I want to do an actual practical test. Can it help a business owner turn one offer into a usable marketing asset? Most businesses do not need another AI tool just to give them something that is pretty for a demo, but they need something that actually takes an offer and creates usable marketing assets. This could be a landing page, a one pager, a social post, or a rough campaign visual. So with Claude Design just launching, wanted to test it in a practical way. Can it make something cool, but can a business owner actually use this to produce marketing materials faster? Today, I am building a small business marketing kit in Claude Design for a fictional HVAC company. So what is Claude Design? It is Anthropic's visual tool for designing prototypes, slides, one-pagers, and marketing collateral. The important difference is not just a chatbot. You get a chat panel and a canvas. You describe what you want. Claude creates the visual draft, and then you refine it with chat, inline comments, direct edits, and exports. This matters because if you are the owner, but you are also the office manager, the marketer, and the person who has to make flyers by this Friday, then this is a valuable tool that could possibly save you a lot of time. So for this demo, I created a fictional company called Brightside HVAC, and it has a $89 spring AC tune-up offer. They need 3 assets: a landing page concept, a one-page offer sheet, a social promo visual. And the goal is not perfection. The goal is whether Claude Design can create a strong first draft that an owner could review, refine, and then hand off. So we're in our Claude Design, and if you guys see my intro, this is where you start out, and then we're just going to go over here, do a new prototype, hit create, and then we'll start from the beginning. So here's my prompt, which just outlines our offer, what assets we need, and then some clear guidelines that it will use. So do not invent testimonials, certification, phone numbers, addresses, or guarantees. I've noticed when I was creating a website, it does create random testimonials. And for me personally, I want to be as transparent and accurate as possible, so I always include that. So we'll go ahead and send it. So as this is actually loading, I'll go through the prompt in a little bit more detail of why this actually works and what things you actually put into a good prompt. So of course you want your business type. You don't have to include your business name if you don't want to, but you also want to include who you are serving, especially who is your audience. The more specific you are on that, the better output you will get. And then it gives the offer, which you have to include, and then it also goes into the tone, which just gives it more details. So depending on what kind of tone you want to go for, you definitely want to include that. And then I just have the actual assets that I want, and then just some of the formatting that I wanted in. So strong calls to action, that is easy to see once you look at the page. How the language should be set up for a homeowner. This is important because you want that language to actually match the person you are looking to sell to. And if you have more details on this, especially like a client persona, then I would definitely include that when you are making this. The more details you can add, the better the input and the better the output. Also, if you do have some branding content or a branding guideline that you already have, I would include that in. Say if you have specific colors, specific fonts that you use, definitely add that in, or just go ahead and actually create a design system in Claude and just use that when you go to create your marketing assets. So it just completed. We'll go ahead and take a look at what it actually came up with. So I did notice that it has changed since the first release. And this is usually what gives you the pages, the components, and then style sheets. And so we'll just go ahead and open our content. So first we have our landing page concept. So the first thing we want to look for is a clear call to action and an obvious offer. So we can see beat the summer breakdown, season, and then we have our offer here, and then book my tune-up, see what's included. And then it also included some other information that we necessarily didn't ask for. And then it pretty much has it cut off, which is interesting. So another thing I noticed is it changed more into Mira board, is if anybody's ever used that, where you just click and drag and look down. But of course we can make some edits here, change any of the photos, or we can actually make some changes in the Claude chat on the left. So overall it looks pretty good. We did not give it any coloring or style, so this is the default it went with, and we could always make changes, but it came out pretty fast. It was, I would say, 5-10 minutes. So honestly, a great landing page just to start off. Moving down, we have our one-page offer sheet. So looking at the offer, it's very similar, and the offer is straight at the top, so it's easy to see, which is great. It does have some other information that you have to be wary of. If going from 89 to 400 plus in the summer, depending on your actual business, if it's just making this up, then I would highly suggest taking that out. You just have to be careful about it adding stuff like that in, whether it's really salesy or it's actually legally risky. So those are things you want to keep an eye out for, but it gives you the formatting. It seems to be a bit cut off, so we'll go ahead and try to fix that as well. But we'll go ahead and look at the social media promo as well. So we have a couple of screenshots. It just has our call to action and then also our offer. I wouldn't say the best, but it was a very simple prompt, and if you add more, the better the output will be. And the nice thing is you can always edit it. So image 2.0 with ChatGPT is great, but it just doesn't have the feature where you can actually go in and edit text. So I've noticed sometimes it will include text and then you have to spend time editing that. So that's also an option. We'll go ahead and prompt it again, just so it's not giving us these half sheets. So I put in my prompt just to try to fix these. And again, the first draft is not the marketing access asset, but it's the conversation starter. So from here, you would take it over to Canva or directly edit in here. You're not always going to get the perfect one on the first go, but that beats outsourcing it to someone. So it just finished with the most recent prompts I gave it, and now it's a completely different feel, and honestly I like this one a lot more. So just to go back, we did ask it just to have it be more local and trustworthy, and then also have it change the styling so it's dark and cool like a cool house. And then I did ask it to add in some more interesting images as well, which I thought it did a really good job of. So we'll just go ahead and take a look at it now. So we have pretty much the same landing page, but now it did actually put in a thermometer or some kind of thermometer. It's slightly off. It also added this in. Also gave you a chance to add in photos, so you can do photos of your company or other images. Maybe you generate images in ChatGPT, and then you could add those in. And then moving down, I really like this image. It's pretty interesting. I don't think this is completely accurate because Garden City should be over here, but it's pretty cool image. Just shows where you service, and this can be completely based. Again, it's generating something that might not be factually true, and if that's the case, then I would prompt it and let it know, just give it more context. Again, with the steps, it keeps that going down. We have the new one-page offer sheet, and so it changed this, put a nice little snowflake at the top, the clear offer, and then the call to action at the bottom, and then again the coupon. And then we have our new social media post that pretty much stays on branding, same as the last time, just a different images to match what we changed to our cover page or to our offer page. So overall pretty great. So next, let's actually take these documents and make it into something we can send out into an email. So we're going to do a one-page offer sheet that we could send out to past customers. And then we're also going to do a social media post that works with phones as well. So I'm putting in the prompts now, and we'll go ahead and wait until that finishes up. Just finished up. So it gave us a new offer sheet that would be targeted for emails, and then also two new social media posts that it recommends to be sent out. So for looking at the offer sheet, this is what it gave us. That is ready to print, and then we have our social media post that it recommends, which would just be this one, and then also this one. And then it gives some recommendations at the bottom. So for price lead, editorial, and then or product led. So of course, these things you would want to check is to when I would send out a test email just to see if you can actually read this with your phone. Make sure that it's clear and easy to read. You would go to the next steps, which is you can share and then actually export as a PDF PowerPoint. Send to Canva for some final touches. You can export as a standalone HTML. So we'll just go to PDF. So we went ahead and did that just to test it out. We'll see how it comes out. I have a feeling it will be all of the pages, but we'll have to check that. So just completed with the export, and so it gives us a cover page with each of the documents that we created. So landing page concept, and then we have our social media posts and stuff like that. You can use AI to help you parse that and actually post them and lead up to that. So mistake to watch out for when you are using Claude Design is you need good input to get good output. So definitely put in as much business context as you can. And then the next one is publishing something without actually checking the claims. As you saw in this demo, we've seen plenty of content that it added that we did not include in our prompt. And it does that a lot. And then the next thing to think about is testing this with actual mobile phones just to make sure that people can read it on their phones as well, especially if you're sending it through email or if it's on a website. Most people view things on their phones now, so you definitely have to make sure these documents you produce can be readable through that. And the last thing is just keep in mind, don't add any sensitive information to these tools that you don't want to be public. They do have some protections depending on the plan you have, but still keep that in mind and read over those policies. Overall, Claude Design is not a magic marketing department. It is a fast drafting tool that gives you something to start out with and then build on that. It is useful when teams need to explore landing page concepts, offer sheets, pitch decks, local campaign visuals, internal process markups, simple prototypes. It is less useful when the business needs a final brand strategy, conversion testing, compliance review, or production implementation without human review. Today, we took one small business offer and turned it into 3 assets: a landing page concept, a one-page offer sheet, and a social promo visual. And all of this took me about 30 minutes. That is the practical test I care about on this channel. Does this AI tool actually help businesses get from a messy idea to a useful workflow faster? So comment with the business process or marketing asset that you want me to test next. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe and like the video.